Holy crap! We actually have one of these? Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, the Chevy Nerd. Thanks for tuning into this episode. This right back here with me, I know, it's a miracle. We have one finally after 6 months of waiting. 6 months.
2,000 years later.
We finally have inventory on the new 2022 Chevrolet Colorado. We're still even waiting for some of the 21s to head in. Well, we'll talk about that on a different video when we kind of give you a little bit of update of what's happening with the market. But on this episode, we're going to be talking about the brand new 2022 Chevrolet Colorado with its new uplift and the new additional package, TrailBoss package. This is going to be an awesome video. We're going to talk about the exterior features about this one. This one happens to be a TrailBoss package, and we're going to cover it today on the Chevy Nerd. All right, guys, I'm still kind of pinching myself right now. It's been a while since I've been able to see a brand new Colorado here on the lot. Like I said before, we'll make a video and talk about what's going on in the car business when it comes to inventory. It's kind of crazy, but we're making it work. But right now, let's talk about the most important thing, which is right in front of us, the brand new 2022 Chevrolet Colorado. So a couple things, and we're going to cover it. I'm going to post up some pictures here on this video as well, covering the difference between the front grille. So as you guys can see, this new front grille really screams. It's an awesome uplift. This one is exclusive to the Z71 package, which gives you a little bit more of that darker grille up front, more aggressiveness also right to it. It's really awesome. It has a really nice touch to the grille. It really gives you a little bit more of that just mean look to the Colorado. You also see more of that shine towards the front bumper, more of that black shine. It's really cool. It really makes it stand out in comparison to some of the other trucks, especially of this size on the road. You look at the Ford Rangers and things like that, they just kind of look boring. They don't have style. This definitely has that muscularity, definitely has that styled attraction to it. So I think it's a really awesome setup. Now on this one here being Z71, you also get paired up with your fog lights. You'll see those right there. The really cool thing about those suckers are pretty bright. So if you definitely need additional lighting, those do an awesome job. Obviously here being the Z71, you're gonna have that Z71 badging right up front. And then this time around for Z71 packages, we've decided to go ahead and always black out that bow tie and added a couple extra things for the exterior. So a couple of the add-ons for the exterior of Z71 package, and this comes standard on all Z71s, is going to be the blacked out mirrors and blacked out handles. It really gives the contrast, a really good contrast on pretty much every color out there. I think it stands out obviously a lot more in white because the whole Stormtrooper look, black and white look really stands out. So it makes this truck look really sharp. Now, we talked about TrailBoss and TrailBoss package. This bad boy is equipped with the TrailBoss package and a couple things that it adds. I'm not sure if you noticed, but it adds a little bit of a different stance to the truck. We're going to have a total of a 1-inch lift on there, which is going to put you a little bit of a higher level on. And the cool thing about the TrailBoss package, obviously other than the additional height and clearance, is you're also going to be paired up with these exclusive polished black rims. Really awesome feature. Now another cool thing about the TrailBoss package, to kind of add a little bit more color to the vehicle, is all of your embleing is going to have the blacked out embleing also. So not only do you have the black bow tie, black lettering, you're also going to see a couple of those extra features show up on the rest of the truck. So here we're going to have the black lettering, Colorado, Chevrolet. It really adds that nice touch to it. It makes it pop a lot. Now, another cool thing is that they did change the V6 embleing on there. I think it looks a little bit sharper, really gives it that edge. So it's got that V6 with the black 6 in it. Kind of neat. I like it. Now, the TrailBoss package, essentially what you're also getting on there is you're getting an upgraded skid plate. I'm going to go ahead and post a picture here to show you the differences between the skid plate between the Z71 that comes standard And then the TrailBoss skid plate, which is actually reaching more towards the front, which is a really cool setup because it offers a lot more protection on there. So basically, the TrailBoss package on this one is going to give you that increased leveling suspension. So it's going to put you up an inch on the front and in the back. You're going to get the skid plate protection underneath. You're also going to get the nice polished upgraded black wheels there. And you're going to get all the emblem also blacked out. Now there's one other thing missing that I'm going to show you another picture of, and this is part of the situation with the whole inventory issue, is getting parts here and installed. It is crazy, a lot of stuff with supplies, shipping, all this, it's a nightmare. Now, I'm going to show you on a different picture of a different Colorado because that one did ship in. Right towards the bottom, we typically have blacked out recovery hooks. You see that it's missing there. On those with the TrailBoss package, you're going to have the red recovery hooks added to them. So it's going to give it that additional pop and look to the Colorado. Really sharp looking truck. It really does an awesome job. Let's talk about some of the performance on this truck. So stay tuned for this next part. Obviously, when we're talking about performance, we want to know what's underneath the hood. Now on this one here, we're going to have a 3.6 liter V6 engine. Now the really cool thing about this engine is that it's a very well balanced engine. Naturally aspirated versus turbo, delivers a lot of great horsepower, delivering at a 308 horsepower for this engine, as well as a total of 276 foot-pound of torque. A powerful engine to be able to handle towing capabilities and just daily driving. Now the cool thing about this one here too is that with the V6 engine, we're typically experiencing roughly right between 18 to 19 miles per gallon in city and up to mid-20s, 24 to 25 in highway. It does a really good job, especially because it's paired up with the fuel active management system like most of our Silverados do. So for that, you're going to have great performance. Now, when we look underneath here, let's go around, pop it open. We're going to have our engine, our cabin air filter, our coolant, just the normal stuff that we have on all of our engines. Now, the cool thing about the V6 as well is that this guy has plenty of power for towing. So the V6 engines come standard with the towing class of 7,000 pounds. So 7,000 pounds for a small pickup truck is quite a bit of power. So this will take care of a small family trip, camping trip with a little pop-up camper. But if you're needing it to work and also move other things around, this is a great addition to the family in a smaller pickup size. Now, when you're dealing with the 2.8 liter Duramax, which is also available on the Colorados, that changes things. So when it comes to the horsepower in that bad boy is going to be at about 181 horsepower, but it really dramatically switches the torque levels, which makes sense because we're dealing with the 2.8 diesel turbo. With that guy, we're experiencing a total of 369 foot-pound of torque. So depending on the style and the experience that you're looking for, the towing is going to be a little bit different. That additional torque does give you a little bit better of a feel with that initial takeoff, especially if you're dragging that much weight. Now, does the towing capability increase substantially? It doesn't. You're dealing with 7,500 pounds in addition, so you're looking at a total of 500 pounds more than the standard V6 at 7,000 pounds. The major thing, and the reason you would consider a 2.8 diesel is going to be for one, fuel economy, and two, having a little bit more confidence in towing with that torque. But regardless, when it comes to performance, both are great options. Now, one thing that we still have around, and I'm not sure why General Motors hasn't gotten rid of it, but it's still available, the 2.5 liter V4. Yeah. Definitely not something that I would recommend unless it's going to be just a little commuter truck in town. It does provide great fuel economy with those units, but it's a really underpowered vehicle. But if you're using it just, to move around in town, not really dealing with a lot of mountain areas, not towing much, but just moving and hauling things around, it can be a great engine depending on what you're looking at doing. So this covers the performance when it comes to the 2022 Chevrolet Colorado. Not much has changed. We still have our standard 8-speed transmission on the V6 and the 6-speed transmission on the 2.8 Duramax. So what I would do is I would come in, drive them, test them both, and see what works best for your needs. Thanks for tuning back in with the Chevy Nerd to check out this brand new 2022 Chevrolet Colorado. I had a bunch of fun making this video. Hopefully you found it educational and gave you a little bit more knowledge on what's going on with the new 22s. Now, stay tuned for the next episode. We're going to go ahead and talk about the interior and some of the switches that happen inside and some of the features that got taken away and also some of the features that got added on there. So really cool stuff. Stay tuned for the next episode of the Chevy Nerd. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. I need you to help me out. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it to all your buddies, help spread out the knowledge of the Chevy Nerd, and let's stay tuned for more episodes of the Chevy Nerd.